Hey guys, sorry I missed last week. I was actually trying to get one out. I don't even remember what the heck it was going to be about. Uh, anyway, sadly, my sister's boyfriend comes over a little bit more often, and he doesn't know that I'm pretty right leaning. I shouldn't say pretty right leaning, but I'm more right leaning than she is probably. And yeah, uh, he's just not big on current administration stuff like that. He's not like insane left leaning, but still. Anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to get everything done before then, next time comes around and so on. Um, anyway, sorry, this video is going to be a response to two different people. One being my thoughts will probably offend you, which is a great channel if you're looking to get in shape and all that. Check her out. I don't know if she gives advice. I think she does, but nothing like Athlete on X. I think you have to pay for her stuff. But if you see her, she's definitely in shape. She definitely knows what she's talking about. Someone to go check out. And what else? Oh, and another one is to Shoe on Hit. And both of these are about what comes to dating. My thoughts will probably offend you. Asked about race, like what race of people do you prefer to date, so on. So let me get her out of the way first. And I'll just say thoughts, cause no, I'll say my thoughts. I'm sorry. I don't know actually. I'll say to the fitness lady then, because thoughts, you know what I mean. Anyway, so the thing is, my parents don't really care so much as to who I date. I admit. Uh, my mom might. Um, but anyway, from what I've seen, for me personally, race doesn't really matter. I admit I've never dated a black woman, and it's not because I wouldn't want to or anything like that. It's because I just haven't found one I clicked with in that way. We can be cool, we can hang out and all that stuff. But as far as anything beyond friends, I just haven't had that type of thing yet. I'm not saying I wouldn't, don't get me wrong. If you put me against a liberal or someone left leaning, and I'm talking about the extreme ones, I will definitely say I won't. Then I would be like, yeah, I wouldn't date a black woman or something like that, and that's obviously just to ruffle their feathers. I would even give like good, or I shouldn't say good, but I would even give reasons. Uh, and basically, it would be like the host. Well, you know what? I guess I probably shouldn't get into that here. But I would basically even give statistical data as to why I wouldn't, as a way of just offending them. Um, but that's just me. Uh, as far as the whole thing you were talking about, your hair's real kinky and really thick and all that. I don't know. In all honesty, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I have mixed feelings. I feel weird, I'm with the girl and takes off. She's able to basically take her wig off, I should say. I know it would be a weave, but you know what I mean. And then like short hair, and it's just like, whoa, what the hell happened here? And it would also be weird if, well, like I said, I never really dated anyone who was black, so I don't know. I remember in elementary school when you had to like do that, rub your fingers in your hair for the oil. And we got the black kid because he had the most like greasy hair, um, of which I found out kids, or you're supposed to do that, like grease their hair in order to make sure, or in order to have the hair grow. I forgot what it was on that divorce court. The guy was like talking about he has to make sure the hair. No, not the guy. I'm sorry, it was the woman. Or a guy was saying, I'm sorry, God. A guy was talking about he had to make sure the kid's hair was greased, and the female judge was like, hold on, hold on. The white people here looking confused, so she had to explain it. So I guess that's why. But you know what I mean? Like, I just like to run my hands through any girls I'm going whose hair. Any girl I'm going out with, I like to run my hands through her hair. Back when I had long hair, I enjoyed it when she ran her hands through my hair. I get you. You're saying you have a weird thing about that, and that's cool. I'm not bashing. Um. So anyway, but again, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. You were saying something about how I think you was it you? I might be mixing it up with someone else. But I remember you were saying how, like you were talking about being on OK Cupid or something like that, and how because it's somehow hard for you to find a date. I don't see how. You are a very fit woman, so maybe you guys get intimidated by that. I don't know. I actually don't. It doesn't phase me. I actually have a lot of respect for that because maybe because I work out, I know how what it takes to get there. But a lot of women seem to think, seem to kind of have a problem with that, or think I have like a fetish for it or something like that. So I usually get shot down because of that reason, which I can't say I blame them. If that's a legitimate reason for thinking, then yeah, you know what I mean. They probably wouldn't want that. Let me see. And you were talking about how you were 5'3", 5'4", or something like that. And this is gonna kind of tie into basically this is gonna partly you, uh, and basically going on to Sean head here. And hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to cough. Um, basically, where she was asking a question about guys who are short and dating. I'm 5'5", if I remember correctly. Keep in mind I haven't measured myself since like high school, and I had really long poofy hair, so that could have been throwing it off at the time. So I could have been like 5'4" or something at the time. Maybe grew that inch or half an inch. I don't know. Um, but I'll say 5'5", because I was. I think I was like what? I might have been like 15, 16 the last time I got measured. That I remember. Anyway. Yes, I've been shot down plenty of times for being too short. And I've seen women on the internet with, complaining about how if they're too tall, I mean, don't ask them out. So I believe it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. But if I click with someone, I don't care. Their age won't bother me. You know what I mean? Be it 9. That's a joke. For real, obviously, let's say someone who's at least old enough to drink. If we click, I'm just gonna, I might take that attempt. If they take the attempt, then well, again, depending on the age, regardless, I'll give it a shot because it takes a lot to ask someone out. Let me think. Sorry. So yes, I've asked out women who have been taller than me, and I'm actually pretty confident because I saw in your video, Chris Reagan was saying how it depends on confidence. I partly disagree. I get what he's saying, and I've seen people pull it off. Maybe I just didn't pull it off well. Like I said, I have no problem just asking someone out. It doesn't matter the age. It can be younger, older than me. Because I think, God, I dated a woman who was like, what, 10 years older than me one time? Something like that. So, yeah, I have no problem with it. I can just straight up, I can talk to women just like I would any guy friend. I just won't cuss as much. And maybe, I don't know, maybe women don't like that. But yeah, I've been told to my face a few times. I admit not many, it hasn't been like several. But quite a bit of if I was taller. Something like that. Or, someone who's closer to me in height that so it won't feel awkward, or it's always I'd feel awkward if we go out somewhere, or I wouldn't be able to wear heels, you know what I mean, or something like that. It's always, and Abba and Preach actually did a video about this some time ago. And I mean, again, I'm not complaining. Someone's preference is someone's preference. You know what I mean? Like if you would ask me, my complete preference, sorry, it's gonna be, some. Doesn't matter the height, let's say my height though. We'll just go with my height to keep it simple. Double D, green-eyed Asian woman. I took the green eyes from Big Trouble in Little China, just because. Anyway, I know you shouldn't explain a joke, but you can't see me grinning, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a thing of, that'd be my preference. I got nothing wrong. I see preferences kind of like the same thing of blondes or brunettes. It doesn't faze me. I just wish they were a little bit nicer because I checked out dating sites. I have people tell me, oh, women can be brutal and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, come on, it can't be that bad. I checked it out. And yeah, I've seen like, men under I think it was like 5'11" or something like that. She just killed themselves. What a waste. Or no, and it's such a waste when cute guys are below. I think the one girl said like 5'10", 5'11", something like that. It's like there she was saying what was such a waste. Another one was like, yeah, if you're under 5'11" or something, kill yourself. That way it's easier to spot that, or that way it's not easier to spot. That way we'll quit contaminating basically the gene pool with our shortness and all this other stuff. uh, Crap like that. I mean, I was like, damn. I mean, just straight up savage, man. it's it's funny. At least I can find it funny. Um, but like in that dark sense of humor, because it's like, wow, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know you. I've done nothing to you, and you're gonna go that far. But again, that's not. I'm not trying. I'm not crying about it. Please don't think so. That's just some of the stuff I've seen. And I admit it's not often, but it does happen. Um, hmm. So yeah, like I said, I do find my height of being 5'5" to be a problem because even women who are like I'll say 5'7" honestly have a problem with me being shorter than them. You know, and hold on. So why I don't know. They just do. Like I said, 5'5" and 5'7" is there's a difference in height, yeah, but it's not like vast difference. But apparently that's a problem. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not complaining. This is just my experience of what I've seen. I don't. I mean, anyone who happens to see this, I guess some of your experience. How tall are you? All that stuff. Oh, and I should point out, I'm actually a fairly small guy. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I don't have like, I guess you say the broad shoulders, if you will. Fairly, narrow guy. I guess you can probably compare me to Chris Raygun, except I know no shade to Chris. No shade to Chris. I like the guy, but or from what I can tell, I seem to like the guy. Just obviously a little bit thicker since I work out. I mean, he might have started working out, but from the last thing I seen, the guy doesn't. I mean, I guess I'll say I'm thicker than him, but that's not exactly like ooh, yeah, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's probably the best way to describe myself. And so yeah, I guess I'm just wondering. I mean, I have heard of. Like, I knew a guy who was like 6'4", and this dude just had to show up, and like every single chick wanted to, basically just plow this guy. He was a 6'4" ginger with tattoos, and yeah, I mean, he had I want to say at least 3 women. Keep in mind, I was like this. I worked at a cafe. So we had people women in the bakery who wanted some of that. We had people there in the cafe who wanted some of that. We had people, just almost pretty much every department in that place who wanted some, and he got to mess around with all of them. And even though they knew he messed around with another woman, they didn't care. They still went for it. They still, like I gotta try. I'm the one he's gonna stick with, kind of deal. If that makes any sense. And I mean, he could say some of the most messed up shit. And he'd still talk about what a cool guy he was. And then one girl he did actually start a relationship with, he would get pissed every time. This one guy would talk to her, or different. There was another guy who a lot of women liked. And immediately he wasn't that tall. He was, I don't know, probably like a little taller than me. I don't quite know how much. But, he was a cool dude. A lot of people liked him. And he would get mad every time he go to the, hey man, cut it out, alright? Just cut it out. Or some shit like that, I don't remember. But anyway. Yeah, so, I mean, it kind of does seem like, tall dudes can get away with a lot. And I mean, again, he was kind of a younger dude, so maybe that's why he didn't have a problem with it. I don't know. yeah, I don't know about how women deal with being so much taller or taller. Cause I knew a girl who was like 6 foot, 6'1", something like that. She was cool. I think she's like 18, 19. So I talked to her, but I never tried anything other than that. I did try and get to know her. I did. I admit I gave her my number to hang out, and I did mean to hang out. And yeah, we just text every so often, crack jokes, stuff like that. Sorry, I know it's a bit of a rant. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's my experience. Just I've had a few tell me, yeah, tell me to my face, too short, and it's always that one day you'll make a girl very happy kind of deal, or you're a really sweet guy, that kind of crap. That or if you were a little too, if you were a little bit taller, or some shit like that. I honestly I don't really think about it too much because not really, obviously not something I really want to consider or think about because you don't want to think about the times you got shot down unless you're drunk and telling a funny story. But uh, yeah, so I don't know. And I guess to back to my thoughts will probably offend you. I hope that kind of helps or gives you a little something just because. I guess I like both channels. I have nothing against either channel really. I haven't watched anything from Show and Hit in forever. Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry for ranting. I need to. It's late and all. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Again, tell me your experiences. Tell me what you think. You agree? Don't agree? Well, yeah, if you agree, don't agree. On the off chance, any women who are tall, tell me what you've been through. Same thing, any short guys, tall guys, whatever. I actually want to know what other people go through. And if a woman does see this, what do you see with on dating apps? There are guys that are like, no women over whatever height, or like preferably women under a certain height, or what? I can only talk from the male's perspective on that. So anyway, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Thanks for listening and dealing with my rant. I apologize. I hope the mic is able to give a little bit more of the, I guess my tone when I laugh and all that, because before it was just basically drowning out everything and it made me sound so bland. I'm hoping that I fixed the settings on it. I'm hoping I did anyway. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Y'all take care.